Be sure to cook. Welcome back to another show of Be Sure to Cook. Today we're going to be making homemade coleslaw. So stay tuned and let's do this. All right, we've got a small cabbage head. I'm going to tear off the first leaf. I never use it and I don't like the way that looks, so I'm just going to slice through that and get rid of that first layer off there. The back part, I'm going to cut off some of the core on this, and I'm going to take it and take my hand and I'm going to just slice this all the way down on a nice board. And then these are the core mixes, if you see in here. See, this is the core, and we're going to take this core out of this. You know, I'm only going to make a little slaw. I'm not going to make a great big thing, so that's why I use these little bitty cabbages. They're really little, but you can get any cabbage you want. My husband got me this cabbage, so I'm not going to make a lot. So I think I'm going to use only one half, and I'm going to reserve this other half and make it something else with this. So, because I want to make a small thing of cabbage. Okay, I'm just now trimming up the back of these carrots. These are dirty carrots. I cut off each tip to each end of the carrot, as you see here. I did that, and I'm going to trim these. I've got a potato peeler. If you all know what a potato peeler looks like, I'm pretty sure you all do. I'm just going to peel off the layer off the carrot until I can clean this up. Okay, I've cleaned this up. You can tell what this looks like. It looks all nice and cleaned up and pretty, but we're gonna wash this. And this is the one that doesn't look nice and pretty. So you want to peel it until it looks like this, getting any of the nasty stuff on the outside of it off. Make sure you get it all off, because if you leave just a little bit of this nasty stuff on the front of this carrot, it's going to get in your food. Alright, I had rinsed off my vegetables, they're rinsed, and I had this shredder that I was going to shred it with my carrots. But I realized they were just too thick for me, and I really didn't care too much for that. But I do have a smaller one, and I wanted to see what that looked like first. And that is more like a mince, so I'm not going to use that at all. I'm going to use, I rinsed this off, but I'm going to use a good old potato peeler, because guess what, the potato peeler, I'm going to use this because it's much thinner and it's going to get it really thin like I want it. So I'm just going to keep peeling it, just like I did when I was removing the nasty before I got the good stuff. And I'm going to use each back row because it's really thin. And it's super thin. It's like paper thin, and that's what I want. All right, so it's really thin. I'm almost finished with this one. I've got one more, and you don't need a lot because I'm only, you know, I did 2, but I'm going to save that other carrot probably because I'm doing a small one, like I told you at first. And I'm going to peel this as thin as I can get it. Okay. These are super thin, just like I like them. I'm going to take my knife, and I'm just going to chop these up, because these are like super thin, and this is the way I'm going to want my, I like coleslaw. I don't like it chunky. That's just me. I'm not trying to get it like baby food, but I want it super thin, because I think when it's real thin and your slaw's real thin, guess what, guys? That gives, it soaks all that deliciousness mixture we're going to put in it, and it makes it just so good. I like it, but if you like it chunky, continue to do it chunky. Do it the way you want, but this is the way I like it. So I'm going to put this to the side because this has already been rinsed, and we're going to get ready to chop up our cabbage. Okay, I'm going to cut down this cabbage. Remember, I only did one small half. And like I said, I really want it thin. But if I do it with this, I'm just going to figure out when it's happening. Oh yeah, it might work. And I'm just going to yeah, just the way I want it. So I'm taking this, sorry, and I'm just going to shred this until I get it just the way I want it. It's as thin and it's not bad, and I'm just going to take it just the way I like it. Okay guys, I have gotten my slaw that I told you, and I like it, you know, a little bit thinner than everybody's. So I kind of like mix it a little bit, you know, because that's the way I like it, because I think it just tastes better. And I've got it in here, and what I'm going to do is now I want this coleslaw for me to start sweating. So I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt in here. And this is not iodine salt, this is like sea salt, kosher salt, you know, you can use either one, or you can use the iodine, but I'm just going to put that in there and get that to start to sweat, because when you put salt with cabbage, it starts to make like a water base, kind of like, you know, sweat. So I'm gonna mix that up, let that salt do its work. There we go. Then we're gonna have those carrots. Remember those carrots? So I'm gonna take those carrots, and I'm gonna also put that in here with it. And I'm gonna mix this all up. And then I'm gonna let all of that, because I like that color. And sometimes you can also use a red cabbage also if you want it. But I mean, it's cabbage too. Cabbage is cabbage, so I just use the regular cabbage and a little bit of that. See, and that carrot was great because I'm making a small one, so I use one small carrot. And don't forget, you can shred that carrot any way you like shredding it. I like mine real super thin, just like my cabbage. And what I did is I used the potato peeler to make that thin, because I can make that shaving really super thin. So I know that's weird because most people don't do that, but I'm different, I'm new, I'm different, and I'm showing different stuff. So, okay, so this has been mixed up really good for me. So I'm just gonna sit this off the side and let's make our sauce. Okay, I've got some mayonnaise here that I'm gonna put in here. And I'm gonna be starting off with a whole cup, but I only put a half cup. But I'm gonna try a whole cup, because a whole cup, it just makes it more saucier. I like my stuff. So that was a half cup, and I'm gonna do another half, which half and a half is a whole cup. So I'm gonna do a whole cup of mayonnaise here. Yum, yum, yum. It's gonna be so good, that's why I'm saying not yum for the mayonnaise, but yum for what I'm gonna make. Okay, go disregard that into my sink, and I'm gonna just mix my mayonnaise, make sure it's real creamy and smooth. Okay, inside this mayonnaise, I'm gonna be adding, I'm gonna do 1/4 teaspoon of dry mustard. Then I'm gonna be mixing as I go. So, dry mustard in there. I like mustard. And dry mustard is, I get that, you can get that at your local supermarket if you want. And I taste my stuff as I go to make sure it's tasting good. If I didn't need any more, I usually don't run around and taste the mayonnaise. But yeah, that's good. Gave it a great flavor. Then, what I'm gonna use, guys, is I'm gonna use 1/4 teaspoon also of stone mustard. And I'm using small amounts. See? Stone mustard, it gives you those seeds and all that good stuff in there. Okay, I know you'll be like, oh my God, she is mustarding it up. Not really, I just like mustard, doing something different. And it might not be like your everyday slaw. Then I'm gonna use 1/4 teaspoon of celery seed. I like celery. Celery seeds give you so much. Get that, it is not actually coming out. Okay. Gives you a better flavor to me. That's the way I like it. 1/4 of horseradish. Because this horseradish is really, really strong. 1/4 of red wine vinegar. 1/4 teaspoon of red wine vinegar. I'm adding a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then 1 tablespoon of sugar. If it's not sweet enough for you, you can add as much sugar as you want. Wow, just shake you some black pepper in. And then 1/4 teaspoon of good old paprika. Then I'm going to take, it's been setting, and you can tell it's kind of glossy just like I want it. And I want to put all of this, see it making water kind of like, and that's what I want. I'm going to put this right on into my bowl of sauce. I'm going to toss this. Now guys, if you're making a big one, just eyeball all of this ingredients that you have, and you might need more mayonnaise. And if you do, just add more mayonnaise to it. And I'm just going to mix this up because this is all going to set. See, because I made a little one. So this is all going to set and it's going to marinate because you're not going to eat this right away. You're going to put this in a refrigerator, make it a day before, or put it in the refrigerator, let it sit in there for an hour or so, let it marinate, keep stirring this, and then you can taste it from there. And taste your food, taste it. If you don't like something, don't put it in, or if you have whatever you want. But I like to be different, and I like to make different stuff that nobody's never made. So this is my coleslaw, and let me get a spoon and taste this, see what I like. Got me a little spoon, see what I need extra. Oh my God, delicious to me. But like I said, we're just gonna have to sit and marinate and give it an hour or two, sit in the refrigerator, marinate this, and then you've got coleslaw. So let's let this marinate. Okay, here it is. Guys, another thing I want you to stick 1/4 teaspoon of Creole seasoning in here and mix this up totally at the end before you put it in the refrigerator, and it is going to be so good. And I forgot to tell you that, and I'm sorry. So here it is. It's cold, delicious, homemade. You could fix this with anything, a side of anything. You could fix this with fish. You can have this for anything, just a side of it to eat. Hey guys, guess what? We made this together, me and you. We did it together. So hey, come back so we can make another great episode of another great dish. I love you all guys, and I know you'll be back to see another great show. Hey, please subscribe and share to our YouTube channel. We would love that. Bye.